There you go, Marrinup Falls walk. I've done this a few times, or I've done it quite a few times. Last time I came past on this track, which goes out through there, they were doing repairs to the track, so I thought I'd come out here and film it and see what repairs they're doing. As you can see, 1.3k loop, about 45 minutes, goes down to Marrinup Falls. So we'll see what the track's like now. It was a little bit washed out and funny, but we'll see what they've done. It used to go straight through there. Okay. See how it goes. There's not a lot down here other than a nice little waterfall in the creek. There'll be wildflowers around. It goes over a little rocky outcrop. A few new steps. I was wondering whether we're going to put these in or whether we're going to make it wood. The concrete's okay. And muddy steps. Alright, we'll get to the first corner and start up again from there. Okay, we've just come down that track, come up to this corner here. You can go down that way or down that way. Down the bottom there's a little bridge. I think there's some people down there, so I'll go this way. And then on the way back I'll cross over the valley and come back the other side. A little bit of rocky stuff. This way has a little rocky outcrop that you walk over the top of. Used to be information signs, but they haven't replaced them yet. But certainly the track's been repaired. It's quite easy. Alright, see if we can find you. Black boy. Grass trees. Xanthoria. They grow around about 1 centimetre a year. I'm 1.8 metres, only just come up to that split. This thing's probably 300 years old or more. Alright, rocky outcrop. As you can see, people make these little temple stack rock things. It's looks stupid in the Australian bush, and it is actually taking away the hidey holes and spots for our native animals. So, like the lizards and geckos, they hide under these rocks. So by making these stacks, you're damaging the environment, if you like, and taking away the spots that these animals can hide. So not recommended. There's another big rocky outcrop on the other side. We actually go, I think, over the top of that one on the way back. Yeah, they've done a little bit of clearing on there. Just pulled all the rocks out the way so you don't step over them. Alright, this track goes down through there and along. I can actually hear the water running in a little side stream. We'll get down to that in a sec. Oh, that turned on pretty quick. Probably not even recording because it's a no-go. Nice new steps going down to the creek crossing. Plenty of water going down there. How do you like that for a little creek? probably drinkable, but you'd best off if you boiled it first or put it through a filter. Not quite a lot of water actually. It did rain yesterday. Okay, up steps. Keep on going. Now, these are the old steps. I haven't done anything to them. Everyone comes to this point and here's the water flowing over the rock there, and think that that's the falls, but it's not. It's actually quite nice down there. But that's not the actual falls, that's before the falls. And I've come down this track from the steps. Just as I was walking towards the steps, a rather large dugite snake headed off the track under a log. So I stopped and waited, and you could hear it going off into the bush, and then I passed the log. But it is definitely warming up, and the snakes love to come out when it's warm. You can hear the other walkers. I've gone down the other side. I can hear them, can't see them. I wasn't quick enough to put the camera on the snake. I think you would have just seen the last of its tail disappearing under a log. Here's another nice little spot. Open rock. With the water dropping off down the side. And that's the other fall just up there. Still not the main falls though. That's further down. This little corner, that track there does go around. It takes you down to that bridge you might be able to see up there, and onto the top of the falls. But I'll go onto the top of the falls after I come back from the base, because I can hear people, I think, are there anyhow. So we'll go this way. A little bit further on there's a little track that goes down to the base of the falls. And more steps. I remember the steps have been here. It looks like they've just sort of not so much redone them, but cleaned them up, because they were pretty old and ratty before. Alright, that's where the track ends. There used to be another little track that went off that way and kept on going down the valley. But this is Marrinup Falls. Not the world's largest waterfall, and in summertime when it's still flowing, it's actually quite a nice little swimming hole. There's a little bit of water going through there. Not bad. I've filmed this before, and I think I've got 360 photos of this place before, so I only came down just to see what they've done. They've certainly put new, like you can see the old steps, then you can see some more recent steps that they've put in there. Made it a lot easier to get down here. Yeah, there's someone up there. Alright, let's get to the top of the falls and we'll see. This is the bridge that crosses over. so you can go back up to the car on the other side of the river or creek. Right. There you go, this is that rocky outcrop we saw from the other side. So we've come down over that little rocky outcrop on the other side of the creek. Now coming back this side, but this side's a bit further away from the water. There's a little bridge that we crossed just over there, and we're almost back at the car park. I don't know why I'm puffing. But I did have a warmed vest on, so it's probably why. A little bit warm. I only saw one snake so far, and I don't know if you can see the little white flowers. Normally it's like a carpet through here. It's white flowers there, it's a different plant. But yeah, the wildflowers in this area certainly haven't come out yet. It did rain last night, last night I think, and the day before. And it is quite cold, it's only about 19 degrees. So when it stops raining and starts warming up, I'm sure all the wildflowers will come out. Alright, steps again down to the bridge, cross over, chuck a lefty, and back at the car. Try again. You can see the old termite mound or ant mound all been broken up. That would have been done by an echidna with their powerful little claws. They dig in there and crack it all up, and they have a long tongue that they can get in there and eat all the termites. Quite peaceful here. Lots of bees. You can hear them buzzing around. Alright, new steps. Steps coming down into the little bridge. Crossing Marrinup Brooks. Or Marrinup Creek if you like. You don't really see much through here. Next time they do a burn off in here, it'll clear all this up and you'll be able to see the water flowing. Back up to the intersection and we'll turn. Got caught up in a tree. We'll chuck a left just here, wherever it is. Didn't think it was that far up, and head up to the car. So round trip about 1.3 kilometres. Not far. Not a lot to see at the moment. The wildflowers haven't come out properly, but the waterfall is still flowing, which is great. Definitely worth all the steps to go down and have a look. Right, from the potholes, it's quite a nice drive out to Marrinup Falls through the forest. Lots of potholes. Probably need to come out here and fix this track, I think. Get into a clearing where there's a power line, a transmission line that takes power up to Perth. If we turn left up here, we're actually coming out of Marrinup Falls. We turn left up there, that goes to the old POW camp, Marrinup POW camp. And this little road here, there's some mountain bike trails that start just up over there. This area is Marrinup town site. It used to be a wood mill in a little town. Nothing here anymore except for open areas where you can camp. Lots of people up there. There's camp tables and fireplaces and all sorts of things up around here. Well, a little bit busy up there. I won't go up there. There's some nice little bushwalks around here as well. Now that's it. Alright, that'll do. If you want to come down and have a look at the waterfall before it gets too hot in summer and dries up, definitely worth a walk. And you can actually camp just up here at the old town site. You could even walk from the town site down to the falls if you wanted to, just out of dwelling up. The bushland just gets to look really nice and then they go and burn it. Alright, that's it. Definitely come out, have a wander down to the falls, look out for snakes and all that sort of stuff. Catch you next time.